Again, my name is Maxwell Padipate. I'm the CEO of Televerse Inc. And one of our services is Televersity, which provides practical training for students, for professionals in the telecom industry. All right. Now, in order for us to move forward on the webinar, on what we actually want to talk about, I wanted us to get introduced to what the mobile telecom network is, and then how it is broken down into, because that would guide us as to which courses that we can do per domain, and then how we can climb up to be top-notch engineers. All right, so that is basically what I said during the silence period. Okay, now, the mobile telecom network is made up of 7 main streams. All right, 7 main streams. We have what we call the circuit core network, the packet core network, the IMS core network, the intelligent network, the internet protocol, the transmission network, and then the radio network. So all these 7 parts make up what we call the mobile telecom network. Please, if you are not speaking, kindly mute your sound. Kindly mute your sound so that we can have a very smooth discussion. Okay, so these are the 7 streams. Now, each carrier in a mobile telecom network, I'm talking about the mobile telecom network. I'm not talking about the attachments as in the IT and the HR and then the finance and other things. Those ones are supporting functions of the telecom network. But I'm talking about, as an engineer, these are the 7 main areas. All right, the 7 main areas. And the 7 main areas are built on what we call the infrastructure. All right, so without the towers that we see around, the masts, the civil works, the electrical works, the data centers, we cannot have the mobile telecom network. So as you can see, the infrastructure encircles all the different aspects of the mobile telecom network. All right, that's the infrastructure. Now we are moving to something more sweeter. I will call it sweeter because it has come to make our life very easy, called the cloud. All right, so now instead of telecom operators buying equipment, physical equipment, they can deploy their networks on what we call the cloud. All right, so that is also an aspect of the infrastructure. So you can build your packet core on the cloud, you can build your internet protocol on the cloud. Your transmission, the transmission is yet, I mean, we are yet to move the transmission to the cloud, but almost everything else is on the cloud. All right, now with the talk of Open RAN, right? Open RAN is a pure cloud technology. So radio has also joined the cloud family. All right, so these different aspects of the mobile telecom network is built on what we call, or is founded on what we call the infrastructure. Now, in order for us to move forward to put together a network, we need a project, okay? So here you have a team of solution architects, site integrators, project managers. They would come together, they'll be tasked by the customer that, hey, we want to build a 5G network. All right, so kindly tell us what we need to do, what equipment we need to buy, when are we going to start, what is required to finish, you know? So all these things, all these different aspects are brought forth or initiated or brought into our world by the project. So the project is what makes it possible for us to be able to put together the network. That is why you will see that the project also encircles every aspect of the mobile telecom network. Now, when we are done with the production and with the project, we hand over to the guys, the operation and maintenance people. Okay, these people, what they do is they are going to maintain the day-to-day activities on the network. All right.
Can I take something?
So after the project people have put together the network, they don't stay on the network forever because a project has a start time and an end time, right? So after they are done with the project, they hand over to the production guys who now handle the day-to-day activities of the mobile network. So it means that as an engineer, your role may fall into either of these three areas, right? You can be an infrastructure engineer, you can be a cloud engineer, you can be a project engineer for a circuit core, a project engineer for packet core, a solution architect for IMS core, a site integrator for transmission network. Then you can also be a mobile packet backbone network engineer in the production area. So it means that these three different areas is what encircles all the aspects of the mobile telecom network. All right. Now, here I've just given some very simple definition of what the mobile telecom network is. Okay. So the mobile network, mobile means stationary, not stationary, right? Mobile means not stationary, meaning that if I'm moving from one place to another, it means that I'm mobile. Telecommunications is made up of two words, that is the tele and then communications. All right. Now, the tele means at a distance. It's a Latin word which means at a distance. And network means the connection between at least 2 points. So if I'm connected to you guys, as I'm speaking to you, we have what we call a connection. So putting everything together, a mobile telecom network means communication between 2 points in connection which do not require to be stationary. So that's simply what the mobile telecom network is. All right. So again, let me say it. A mobile telecom network means communication between 2 points in connection which do not require to be stationary. So meaning that if I'm moving from one point to another point, but I'm still connected to you guys, right? What we have is the mobile telecom network. Now, the next slide, I'm going to define what the circuit core network is, because I'm sure some of you are thinking, what is circuit core? What is packet core? What is IMS? What is intelligent? All these different aspects or areas of the mobile telecom network. So here we have the definition. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have 7 main areas. Okay, the circuit core is the part that we have the voice, the network that handles the voice, the SMS, and then the USSD. Okay, so in definition, it is that part of the mobile telecom network which handles voice, SMS, and then USSD services. All right, so if I'm going to make a call, if I'm going to send SMS, if I'm going to send a short code, what I need or what it writes on is the circuit core network. Now, the next network is the packet core network, which handles data and internet. Okay, so if let's say I want to connect to the internet, if I want to connect to my corporate data network, okay, which network makes it possible for me to connect? That is the packet core network. So in definition, it is that part of the mobile telecom network which handles the data and internet services from 2G all the way to 6G. Right now, we are thinking of 6G technology. All right. Now, the next type of network is the IMS core network, which handles the voice over IP, the voice over LTE, the voice over new radio and streaming services. Okay, so here we are talking about telecom operators who want to monetize or who want to bring the services that are on the internet closer to their subscribers. All right, so that is the IMS. That is purely the IMS. You don't want your subscribers to connect, go all the way to the internet to play a game or to stream some services or to make a call, like a Skype call or what do you call it, a Zoom call or any of these OTT services. So you can create these services in your network, and the network that makes it possible for us to create these different services is the IMS network. All right, so that is it for us. The next network is the intelligent network, which handles the value-added services and charging. Okay, so if, let's take for example, I want to create very specialized, customized services like, let's take for example, you want to do televoting, like on the TV, you want to, you've presented a short code for subscribers to connect to, right? And then based on that, you will be able to count the number of people that voted for particular participants. All right, so the network that makes it possible for us to do that is the intelligent network. Okay, now it is the same network that will charge you when you are making a call. All right, so if I'm making a call, if I'm sending data packets to and fro from the internet, that part of the network that would charge me, all right, is the intelligent network. Another use of the intelligent network is to make promotions.
Hold on a sec. Agnes, can you mute your mic? Agnes, mute your mic.
So if we take, for example, we want to make promotions on the network, like we want to reduce, maybe we are normally our tariff is 1 CD per minute. Okay, now we want to have a promotion whereby it's now 0.5 CDs per minute. Okay, that will be handled by the intelligent network. Okay, so we move on to the next type of network, which is the IP core. So in the IP core, we have what we call the routers, the switches, and the firewall. Okay, now these aspects of the IP core network is what makes it possible for us to have a network, what we call a wide area network or a local area network in a data center or in a network room or in a switch room. So how does the circuit core nodes, how do they connect to the packet core nodes? How do the packet core nodes connect to the databases? All right, that is the IP. So the IP makes it possible for us to have these kinds of connections. Now we move on to the next type, which is the transmission network. So the transmission network is a cousin of the IP core network, but then it's the part of the transport network, which makes it possible for us to connect very long distance areas or points. Okay, so take for example, I'm in Accra. I have a data center in Accra. How do I connect the data center in Accra to Kumasi? Or how do I connect the data center from Algiers to a city, another city in Algeria? All right. How do I connect these two different cities, which are miles apart? So what I require is the transmission network. All right. So that's the transmission network. And the transmission network is made up of two main parts. We have the guided network and then unguided media. All right. So guided network, examples of the guided media is the using the UTP or using cables to connect, coaxial cables to connect between 2 points, or what we have right now, the fiber optic network. All right, that's guided media. Then we also have the unguided media like the wireless, all right, or like the microwave. All right, so these are also another aspect of the network. Okay, now the last part is the radio network. And the radio network is the closest network to a subscriber. So let's take, for example, a subscriber wants to make a call. Okay, he looks on his phone, he sees 4 bars, meaning that he has very good signal. That is an indication of the radio network. Okay, and the radio network is most of the time visible to us. Our phone, all right, the mast that we see around us, the towers, the white and then orange towers we see around us with the antennas on them. That's the radio network. Okay, so that is the network that is an intermediary. It's like it acts as a middleman between the user and the core network. All right, so that is it for the different aspects of the mobile telecom network. So again, to iterate, we have the circuit core, which handles the voice, SMS, USSD. We have the packet core network, which handles the data and internet services. We have the IMS core for services, internet services that we can bring into our network so that subscribers do not go all the way to the internet. We have intelligent networks, all right, which handles the charging, promotion, and then value-added services. We have the IP core network, which makes it possible to connect different nodes in a data center. We have the transmission network, which makes it possible for us to connect between 2 different data centers or even between continents, all right? That's the transmission network. Then the radio network is the middleman or the intermediary that makes it possible for the user to connect to the core network. All right, so that is it for the introduction. All right. Please, do we have any questions at this point? Any questions, please? Or any comments, anything that you want to, put across, you have the floor now. All right. So we move on to the main lecture. So that was just an introduction. Okay, now let's go to the main reason why we joined this webinar. Okay, so today we want to talk about the different courses that are available to us in Televersity, right? And as we've talked about the different domains, these different courses are going to fall into each domain. So as I mentioned, we have 7 main domains or 7 main areas in the mobile telecom network. So we are going to talk about each area and then the courses that are available to us. All right. So we've divided the levels into 3 main areas, 3 main levels. So the first level is the begineer level. All right, the begineer level. As somebody who wants to be an expert in something, you need to start from somewhere. You need to start from a level, a point. Okay. And when you are done with that, your first, the milestone is done. It means that you've been able to achieve the first milestone. All right. There is a course that you need to do at that level. And when you are done with that level, it means that you've now completed the beginner level. The next level is the nextineer level, which would also encompass some courses that you will need to do. All right. So these courses, when you are able to finish them, it means that you've completed the milestone too. All right. Then we move to the last level, which is the engineer level. All right. There are some courses that you need to complete in order for you to close that milestone. All right, which is the milestone 3. Now, when you are done with this level and then you start using the information, the data, you start using the wisdom, the knowledge that we've shared with you, right, in a job place, in your roles, right, you become a subject matter expert. As time goes on, you become a subject matter expert or a consultant. Okay, when you, become so seasoned in your field, you can be promoted as a solution architect, as an SA, and as an SI. All right, so it depends on what you want to do. All right, so I'm sure all of us here are consultants or would want to be consultants in the future. All right, so if that be the case, these are the steps that you will need to take in order for you to get to the ultimate goal. All right, so let's start. We start with a packet core roadmap. Okay, so the starter pack, all right, to be able to complete this beginner level is the packet core basic course. The packet core basic course. Now, this course would just introduce you to the architecture of the packet core. So you know that the packet core has an SGSN, it has a GGSN, it has a DNS. You know, it connects to an HLR, an HSS. All right, it connects to a PCRF. So you get to know about these different parts of the packet core network. Okay, you'll be introduced, and it is free. In Televersity, this course is free. It's available to us on the on YouTube. So when we are done with the course, I would show you our YouTube channel. You can go there and then, you know, just participate, watch the PCBC training course. Now, when you are done with this level, we move to the next level, or we cover the Nesta pack, which is the intermediary level. So in the intermediary level, you will learn about the different languages that these nodes connect, they speak with. So we call that protocols, all right? And then the different paths that they connect to each other, we call that the interfaces. So MSC is connecting to a media gateway, all right? MSC is a node in the circuit core. Or since we are talking about packet core, SGSN is connecting to a GGSN over the GN interface, all right? And it uses what we call the GTP protocol. So the language that SGSN and GGSN speak is GTP, and the road on which they travel is what we call the GN interface, all right? So in the next pack, you will learn about these different aspects of the telecom knowledge, okay? And what are the messages that traverse these paths? So SGSN sends a message to GGSN. What is those messages that are being sent? All that will be covered here in the packet core intermediary course. Okay, now The next level is the master pack. So the master pack, that is where we show you how to, install an SGSN. How do you install an SGSN? How do you install a GGSN? How do you make sure that these two nodes are connecting to each other? How do you do the operation and maintenance, okay, of these different nodes? That will be covered in the master pack. Okay, so here you begin to learn more advanced things in the packet core. All right. So just to mention a few of the courses, we have the packet core advanced course. We have a course on the SGSN. So here you learn about the architecture of the SGSN, the hardware, the software, how the boards that make up the SGSN. All right. How do we install an SGSN from scratch? Okay. Now you've installed the SGSN. How do you put software on it? How do you configure it? Okay, with the different aspects. How do you put a license on it? All that will be handled in the SGSN MME end-to-end. Then the next course is the EPG. So the EPG is the Evolved Packet Gateway. All right. And this is also a node or an equipment in a packet core. So here we will give you the details. How do you cover every aspect of this EPG? All right. So these are some of the things that you will need to cover to become the expert. So if, let's take, for example, we have experts in this field, it means that the expert is an expert is in an XGSN. He can put together an XGSN. He can put together an EPG. He can put together a PCRF or a SAP-C. He can put together a DNS. He can make sure that all these different nodes are communicating or speaking with each other. All right. So that will make you an expert in your field. And when you do that for a long time, you have roles such as the solution architect. So just to delve a little deep into who a solution architect is. A solution architect is someone who is called upon or called upon to build a network, like to share the parameters and the configuration scripts to be able to put together the network. All right. So here you need to know about dimensioning. How many nodes do I require to handle this traffic? Okay. How much of transport bandwidth is required for me to move the traffic from this point to that point? All that will be covered in the solution architecting role. Then another role, which is also very important at this level, is the site integrator. So the site integrator will now follow what the solution architect has put together, the plan, and now make the plan come into actuality, into reality. All right. So the solution architect and the site integrator, they work hand in hand. All right. They work hand in hand. So that is it for the packet core. We have the basic, the intermediary, and then we have the master or advanced pack. The next roadmap is the circuit core training roadmap. Okay. So here it's free. That's the circuit core basic course. It's on YouTube. It's free. When you go to our YouTube channel, that is Televerse Inc. You can search on YouTube Televerse Inc. TELEVERSE okay, space INC. You can join us and then watch the videos. Okay. Now, the circuit core intermediary course is also the next level after the starter pack. So here you will also learn about how these nodes communicate. All right. And then what languages they speak, what messages are sent to and fro these channels or these different nodes. Then in the master pack, we will learn about the MSC. So the MSC is the control node in the circuit core network. The media gateway is the traffic node in the media gateway network. The UDM is the database node in the circuit core network. So you learn about the HLR, you learn about the HSS, all right? Then we also have the circuit core advanced course, all right? That's the CCAC, which delves deep into technologies, terminologies, different aspects of the circuit core network, which we could not cover in the intermediary level. Very advanced things that we will need to, cover. So that is covered here. Okay, so that is the roadmap for the circuit core training. All right. As I told you, the CCBC is free. It's on the internet, on YouTube. When you search our channel, Televerse Space Inc., you can be able to watch that course or the training. The next one is the IMS, all right? So the IMS training roadmap, which also has a free basic course on the YouTube. Is free. You can go and watch. I mean, you don't need to pay anything. Then just go on the channel on YouTube and search for Televerse Inc. And you can subscribe and then listen to the courses that are available. The next level is the intermediary level, or the next pack, right? Here you learn about, as I mentioned previously, the language of the IMS. What language do they speak with each other? What are the messages that are sent to and fro each other? That will be covered here. And then when we move to the master pack, or the next level, which is the advanced level, we will look at the IAC, which is the IMS advanced course. Okay, so that will be covered here. All right, so that is it for the IMS. Okay, the next one is the intelligent network. Okay, so the IN training roadmap, it also has the 3 levels: the starter pack, the nester pack, and the master pack. And the starter pack is made up of a free training called the IN basic course. It's free. You can go on YouTube, search for Televerse Inc., and then you can get it to watch. Very insightful course. Okay, the nester pack, which entails the intermediary level, is also available on our website. Okay, so you can subscribe to these courses in the nester pack and the master pack. I mean, for all the other courses that we've mentioned. Okay, and we can take you through, and you can learn about everything that you need to know. The next level is the master pack, which is the Intelligent Network Advanced course. All right, so these are the different levels that you will need to cover to become an IN expert. All right, to become an IN expert. As I've mentioned before, the nester pack and the master pack courses are available, okay, on our website. Okay, so you can go there. I mean, our website is televerseinc.net/televersity. televerseinc.net/televersity. All right, so there you can book a course, you can make payment for the course, and then we will schedule a time for you to join us to do the training. All right, so that is it for the intelligent network. Now we move to the IP core training network, which is also made up of the 3 packs. The starter pack, which covers the IP basic course, is also free. You can go there, you can watch on YouTube. You go to our channel, you search for Televerse Inc. on YouTube. You can subscribe, you can comment. I mean, feel free, just indulge in the training. All right, so when you are done with that, you can now get introduced. You can now say, okay, I want to move to the next level. All right, which is the nester pack, which entails the okay, which entails the IP intermediary course. Okay, the IP intermediary course. And as I have mentioned before, this course is available on the on our website. Okay, the master pack is also currently under works. We are working on that. Okay, that is it for the IP training. That is a roadmap. Okay, so how do I move from my beginner level to the master level or the engineer level? I need to go through these levels, and then I need to practice or use that knowledge, because as we all know, practice makes perfect. Now, transmission network training roadmap is also made up of these 3 levels: the starter pack, the nester pack, and the master pack. All right. As I've mentioned, the transmission network basic course is free on YouTube. Okay, so you can go on YouTube, search for Televerse Inc., look for the transmission network course. You can join. Listen to it. It's free. You don't need to pay anyone. The nester pack and then the master pack are paid courses, as I've mentioned already. And those courses are available to us on the website. All right. Now, the master pack is currently under works. We are working on it, so it's not ready at the moment. Okay. Now, the radio network is also made up of 3 levels: the starter pack, the nester pack, and the master pack. And under the starter pack, we have the radio network basic course, which is again free. Okay, so you can join this course, begin to learn about the basics. What are the equipments that make up the radio network? All right, you can learn about that in the architecture, the video that we have on YouTube. That is in our channel, Televerse Inc. And then in the nester pack, we go a little deeper. We look at the language of the radio network. What protocols do they speak? What are the messages that are sent to and fro? All right, so that will be covered in the intermediary level. And this course is currently available now on our website. So you can go there, you can subscribe, and then we would inform you when we'll be able to do the training. All right. The master pack is also made up of these different aspects of the radio network. All right. So we have the radio network advanced course. We have the BSc end-to-end. We have the RNC end-to-end. We have the eNode B end-to-end. And then we have the 5G radio and 5G radio planning and optimization course. Right, 5G radio. So this course is available on our website right now, televerseinc.net/televersity. It's available now. You can go there and make purchase, and we can, have a fruitful and good training. We have the telco cloud. Okay, so that is the last aspect. Okay, the telco cloud is an aspect which is very important in our dispensation at the moment, because everything is moving to the cloud. All right, so it is something that is very, very important to us, that we need to take it very seriously. So if there is anybody on this page who is interested to know about the cloud, please, this is a very good opportunity. You can let me know. You can just ping me. Let's talk, because that is the next evolution. All right, we need to partake, be part of it. It doesn't matter whether you are in core, you are in radio, you are in IP, because all these things have been moved onto the cloud. Okay, so this is a very, very important thing. Apart from we learning about the different streams, the 7 streams that we've gone through, that is the circuit core, packet core, IMS, the IP, the intelligent network, the transmission, and then the radio network. The telco cloud is the big thing that is already happening. All right, so we need to take part of it. We need to be involved in it. Now, in order for us to start, we need to know Linux. All right, so we have Linux course, which is free. If you want to learn Linux, if you are on my Televersity channel, we've been posting a lot of Linux courses, a lot. So one of the prerequisites to become a master in cloud is to know your Linux, all right? And we have a lot of these courses that we are putting online, all right? So you can, if you are not on our channel, Telegram channel, please, 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 do well to join the channel and then begin to indulge in the free courses that we post every day. Because every day we are posting new courses, all right? Courses that, I mean, are relevant in our dispensation or times at the moment, all right? Now, for the telco cloud, the next level is the virtualization and cloud course, all right? This course is also very instrumental for you to be able to move to the next level, all right, in cloud. Because if you don't understand the principles of cloud, the concepts of cloud, how cloud evolved from virtualization, right? You cannot appreciate containerization. You cannot appreciate Kubernetes. You cannot appreciate Dockers. These different technologies of cloud or evolutions of cloud, you may not appreciate it. You understand? So it is very, very important if you want to grow or know more about the cloud. This is the evolution that you need to go or to use, all right? And then these are the different courses. Okay, so we have a course, that's a manual course, which talks about the orchestration of how do you manage the resources of the cloud, all right? How do you manage the instances?
Whole garden, whole garden.
So how do you manage these different aspects of the cloud? All right, the instances, the network functions, all right, all these things will be covered here in the manual course. Then the network virtual functions, okay? We want to build an SGSN or a GGSN. How do we do it? How do we put that function in a cloud? All right, so this is also something that is very, very important that we also need to learn about. Then we have the containerization courses. All right, so right now we've moved from the native cloud to containerization, whereby you only require a very thin cloud, a thin layer, which is not an operating system like Linux. It's just a service that you can put your function, all right? So it makes it to be faster than the native cloud, which requires an operating system, all right? Or a virtualization operating system to be able to operate. So all these aspects of the cloud, you know, you will need to learn, you will need to partake to be able to also master, okay? And currently for the cloud, we are now developing the course. So we are not ready with the content at the moment. We are still working on that. So kindly do pay attention. When it's ready, we'll put it across. And the beauty of our course is that we are making it for the telco cloud. It's not the IT cloud. We want to build a course that is suitable for telecoms, right? Because, you know, we have the different cloud technologies that are out there, like AWS, the Google Cloud, But in the telco network, we have our own cloud infrastructures that we need to learn. All right, so we are making sure that our courses will be tailor-made in that aspect. All right, so these are some of the terms that we mentioned during the session. The 5GC is a 5th generation core. All right, we talked about the 5G radio planning and optimization course. All right, which is the 5th generation. I mean, it's a course that is currently available. If you want to purchase it, it's something that you can get right now. We have the 5G UCC, that is the 5th generation use case course. All right, so these are the different courses that we have, you know, at our disposal. And if we want to be able to move forward, if we want to be able to join Televersity to learn more about these things, all right, then we can move forward. Now, the reason why some of the courses are not available is because we are now trying to build awareness for the course, all right? And awareness brings about what we call demand, and demand will bring about supply, all right? So one of the things that we are doing right now, now is like the free webinar, because this is just to make you guys aware of these things, that, okay, we have this kind of programs available for the telecom engineer to grow from wherever level he is to the next level that he wants to be. All right. Now, what I want to end here is Televersity has two main methods of training. Our main method of training is instructor-led, online instructor-led training, or virtual instructor-led training, which is done on a Zoom session. So here, just like the way I'm trying to show you our different courses, how do you move from one level to another level, all right? Or we have the courses will be delivered in the same manner, all right? The second way by which we deliver the course is by the recorded video or the web-based learning, all right? At the moment, we've not been able to put together that yet. We are still working on that. We hope to complete that by the end of the year, all right? So that sometimes somebody may not get a time, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, to sit down straight to listen through a lecture, all right? So we have this second option, which is the web-based learning, to be able to cater for those kinds of people. So he wants to be able to watch the video at his own pace and time, all right? So we are currently working on that, and we hope to put together that by the end of the year, so that people who may not be able to join the main training sessions, like the instructor-led training, the virtual instructor-led training, they can join this course. They can join the web-based learning at their own pace and time, and then complete the course. All right, so that is what we are currently working on at the moment. But the instructor-led training is currently ongoing. So if you want to participate, all right, you can go to our website. Okay, our website is www.televerse. All right, televerseinc.net. So when you go to our website, okay, I'm sure you guys are seeing my screen. This is our website. You go to our Televersity page. Okay, so here you can see our page. What is Televersity? What are we about? We have the instructor-led training. Okay, then we also have the web-based training. All right, so you can click, and then you see the different courses that we have now. Okay, so we have circuit core intermediary, packet core intermediary, all the way to mobile network intermediary course, the 5G planning optimization course, the circuit core advanced course. So you come here, you can, if you want to purchase any of the courses, you click on learn more, all right? It will take you to a page where you would enter your username and password, okay? So if you already have your username and password, you log in. All right, so here, it will take you to the circuit core intermediary course. Here you would see what are the training objectives, what are the outline, the course outline, who are we targeting to train, how will the course be delivered, what is the main attraction for the course, will you have a certification after the course, then you can go ahead to order. So you can use the Paystack, all right, or your PayPal account. The Paystack is just a gateway for you to enter your card details or use your mobile money to make the payment. All right, so these are the courses available to us and then how we can access these courses. All right, and just to add once again, this stream or this course are available by virtual sessions. Okay, so we have a virtual session and the trainer would speak to you like the way I'm speaking to you guys. And, you know, we have a fruitful interactive training. So at this juncture, I would like to bring the free webinar to a close. If you have anything else to say, any questions, any comments, your opinion, what you feel about the delivery, you can please go ahead and say it. All right, so that is it. Thank you so much for joining. So do we have anyone commenting, anyone? Samuel Ado. Chiluba, are you here with me?
Yes, I'm very much here, and
Okay.
I was listening attentively.
All right. Thank
Yes,
you so
yes.
much. So Chiluba is one of our trainers. He is handling the transmission network aspect of the telecom network. All right, and he's a very seasoned expert. I mean, he's worked on major networks all over Africa. You know, he's very talented. He knows his gig. All right, so one thing I would like to add here is that the guys that we've put together for this program are very expert in their field. They know their field end to end. So we wouldn't bring you people that are beginners or novices, no, because we want you guys to be top notch and the best in the field. So we also bring the best to be able to make it happen. So thank you so much, Iluba. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we have Jonathan. Jonathan, how are you doing?
I'm very fine. I follow the meeting from start to end.
Okay.
I mean, it is the best deliveries I've witnessed.
Okay.
Everybody can attest to that, and
Right.
there's no problem with me.
All right. So thank you so much for participating. Jonathan is my main guy. I mean, he's my eyes, my ears, making sure that we are all over the place, blasting the internet with our information, you know, on his Telegram channel. You know, he's our administrator for the program. All right. So in case you want to contact him, I mean, regarding the courses or anything, you can talk with Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan, for making time to join. All right. So I see Aram. All right. Aram is here. I see Bala. I see Stephen Yamwa. All right. Guys, thank you so much for making time to join. I mean, you've done so well. I see Agnes. Agnes, you are welcome. Hope you are doing well. Okay, I'm sure she's maybe a little busy at the moment. Francis, one of our certificates who graduated well. Hello, Francis. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Maxwell. How are you doing too?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thanks to God. So, how are you finding the course? Was the training you had, was it beneficial to you?
Oh yeah, I did. It was.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm now interested in joining the cloud training.
Okay, that's good.
The cloud.
That's good. That's good. So keep your fingers crossed. We are working on it, and when it's ready, I will let you know. Okay, so that you can participate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bring more people on board too.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We really do appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Maxwell.
Yeah, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Is it Michael Frimpong?
Yeah, singer.
That is one of our best students. I mean, he just scored. He just broke the record like that. I mean, he's one of our best students. I mean, yes, it's true. I'm being honest. He did very well in our test, in our examination before he was certified. So salute to you, Michael. Thank you for making time to join us. I hope what you learned has been beneficial to you in your field. Like what you've been doing, it has helped you to progress.
Yeah. Thank you so much for.
All right. Okay, guys. On this note, I would like to bring the curtains to a close. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making time out of your busy Saturday schedule to join this course. I hope to see you in our trainings. Okay, let's participate in the training. This thing has come to stay. I mean, it's going to benefit a lot of us. All right, this thing was thought through end to end because we don't want our future leaders to be deficient of knowledge that we, the current or engineers have. We don't want to keep the knowledge to ourselves. We want to share the knowledge. You understand? So this platform has been created for that purpose. So kindly tell your friends to tell your friends. Kindly spread the news. Share our Telegram channels, our YouTube channel. Share it across the world. Let people know about us. You understand? Because this thing has come to stay and it's going to change the world. Thank you once again. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye, Maxwell.